and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Luck's Colts going up against Dalton's Bengals. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's go. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Leading the offense onto the field, the fifth-year man out of Stanford, Andrew Luck. He made news for getting a new flip phone. He had a flip phone. He got a new flip phone for his cell phone.
A new flip phone?
A new flip phone. An oxymoron, if you will.
Because a flip phone can't really be new.
No,
because
it cannot.
Okay, I got you on that one. But I will say this about him in the preseason. He looks more like the Andrew Luck that we expect. I've seen better footwork, moves in the pocket better. He looks really sharp. I think he's going to have a big year.
That O-line has to protect him.
Has to, must, and they put a lot of time in the offseason in doing just that.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
And he wants to be a guy with limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry, really batters defenses with his inside running.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. On second down, here's Luck. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a third down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
When you play against Carlos Dunlap, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throwing on third down, Luck. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by a two-time Pro Bowler in his 6th season. It's Andy Dalton.
And in 2015, prior to hurting his thumb and being unable to finish the season, you just heard his teammates rave about Andy Dalton's jump in leadership, where he actually took over the team, really assumed the role of being the starting quarterback, and carried himself that way as well.
Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Again, here's Bernard. And some room to maneuver. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard taking it in. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
At the end of 1, 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. Quan Bray now to return this football. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense who say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Luck on first down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's got room. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, 69 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing, Dalton toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And for A.J. Green, he certainly had everybody in Cincinnati holding their collective breath when he banged knees, had to come out of the Week 3 preseason game in Jacksonville, but afterwards says he's going to be okay.
And you heard the exhale.
A big exhale.
All the way from Cincinnati, didn't you? A.J. Green did say he's going to be okay and should be ready for the season. No way that he's going to play in Week 4 of the preseason. But they definitely have to have him. Tyler Eifert out for a good portion of the season right now as he tries to work his way back. Remember, they lost some guys in free agency, too, Mohamed Sanu and Marvin Jones.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. Quick look around the league while we have a second. Week 3 of the preseason. Few interesting games. A lot of people like to talk about Week 3. Houston and Arizona was one that caught your eye, wasn't it?
A battle of division champs in 2015, and Arizona went to Houston to play. And Carson Palmer, let's face it, when we talk about the Cardinals, they'll probably go as far as Carson can take them. And he had a rough game, ended up having to get out of it early after taking a big hit and threw an interception that was returned for a touchdown. But how about Houston? Remember when DeAndre Hopkins was so happy on draft night when they drafted Will Fuller to take some pressure off of him? That showed up in a big way in this game, didn't it? Hopkins made some great catches, big-time moves, but a big one by Fuller opening up space. And it looks like Houston, they've got a winner on offense.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Watch 19, watch 19. Hey, blue 10, blue 10.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And that's complete to LaFell. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. This will be Dalton again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And it'll be Dalton again. And Eifert has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And Nugent puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Bengals have an edge in time of possession right now. The Colts look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Bengals on offense. First quarter winding down. Bernard's got a running lane here, and this long run goes for a touchdown. 1st and 10. That puts them up by a touchdown. Luck's going to complete the pass from the gun, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. The Colts tied up at 7. About halfway through the second, A.J. Green making the grab in traffic, and he'll end up picking up 13 yards on the play. Bengals would go on to kick a field goal. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Paul Brown Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The return man is Mario Alford. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Offense.
They send Green to the left on his own. So Dalton now surveying the field. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Caught right side, Tate. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Dalton gives to Bernard. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. tossing it. Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green from 6 yards away. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Bray. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. They're just looking for one final stop here, put a capper on this affair.
Get this game over with. That's all we're talking
message?
about. It's that simple. Finish this thing off, and let's get to the locker room and celebrate.
Celebration, that's what they're hoping to do soon, but still a little work to do. Now Luck. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And it'll be 2nd and 10. One receiver left is Hilton. Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. And quickly, they get to the line. Now it's Luck. Finding time. Carlos Dunlap. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.